Hello and welcome to a Maths with Lloydie recording. We're looking at the preliminary material for Core Maths Paper 2. Now the questions that this will be involved in will be question 1 and question 2 on your Paper 2s. This is the same for 2A, 2B and for 2C. I've just got the report in front of me. I've got the report. I've got the prelim in front of me, which is a European Champions report. So we're looking at the teams that have won the domestic divisions across Europe. And there's quite a lot in here. I'm just going to sort of read through it because I can't put it on the screen. But just to help those of you who don't know football too well, hopefully I can break some of these things down. So we've got Manchester City, who are from England. We've got Real Madrid from Spain, Paris Saint-Germain, who are from France, Bayern Munich from Germany, AC Milan from Italy, AFC Ajax, who are based in Amsterdam in Holland, FC Porto, who are from Portugal, and then finally Trabzonspor. I can't pronounce their second name, but they are from the Turkish league. So it says there's two extracts that provide financial data for revenue, profit and loss. There's some glossary. It's quite good. Read that. It does break things down into like FC, CF, AC, and AFC. It all just means football club or football association. So extract 1, revenue. We're having a look at the graph. So we've got a composite bar graph, and if I look at Manchester City, it's saying that they've had £373 million of commercial revenue. That's money in. 294 million. This is all in euros. Sorry. Of broadcasting money, and then on the match day they make 64 million. Now that's over the course of an entire season, and if you wanted to work out the total revenues, you'd be adding all of those together. And the same goes for all of the other graphs. I quite like the way the graph's laid out. What we could do is some labeling on the y-axis and the x-axis, just to be very clear about what these mean. So perhaps we could say, well, it's football clubs or the European champions on that y-axis. You could also see this the other way around, so have the graph going upwards, but I think it works quite well here. Sometimes with critical analysis, you're just going to make a few things up and hope it hits some of those objectives on the mark scheme. For total revenue, they have summed all those values together. You may be asked to check some of those. I'm going to pick one at random to check. So Paris Saint-Germain is 399 plus 139 plus 131, and that gives us 669. Which is correct within that table. So do just double check that they all add up, just in case there's anything that's going to trip you up. Turning the page, we've got a graph. Actually, this is a 3D graph. It's got a pyramid. I don't like the way that this graph is done. It's about profit and loss after tax. So Manchester City, Porto, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, they're all profitable. Ajax, Trabzonspor, AC Milan, and PSG are not profitable. And this graph, because of Paris Saint-Germain being negative 369, is quite a negative value. And that's meaning that the graph scaling isn't very good for you to see the others. So it's difficult for you to see the difference between Ajax and Trabzonspor, who have a difference of about one. I could not tell you if that's million. I think that's million. So that's probably another criticism here, is that there are no units on the graph at all. On the y-axis, it's just got values. So it doesn't actually say whether these are millions. They are millions of euros, but it doesn't actually say that on the graph, which is not very accurate. Okay, so we're going to go through some questions now. I've prepared about 20 questions for you to have a go at. I don't want to rush this. I don't want to go too quickly. But the first question, for every question I'll say, pause the video, have a go. This is mainly to get you familiar with the material. There might be a question on it. So the first question says, calculate the percentage increase in revenue for AFC Ajax from the previous season, given that their revenue grew by 51% to 190 million. Pause the video, have a go.